Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with a video about apple perfumes. So it is the perfect time of year. We're definitely in apple season. I've been seeing all of the apple orchards open up in the mountains. I think Hendersonville just had their apple festival, so I am definitely in the mood for apple perfumes. I will say I've got 3 apple perfumes from DKNY that I will be sharing because they are so good and nobody does apple perfumes quite like DKNY. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna jump right in. I've got 10 here, but 3 of them are from DKNY. 3 of them are DKNY ones, so it's kind of like having 5 really. But anyways, I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start with this one because I don't wanna talk about it too long. I've been talking about this really ever since fall started. This is my new bottle of DKNY Golden Delicious. I absolutely adore this perfume. I still can't tell if it's been reformulated or if it just needs to age some. I feel like it just needs to age some. I am wearing my original bottle today, and I did test them side by side, and they definitely do smell different, but I think this one just needs to, like, I've sprayed it and I continue to kind of spray it on my hands, you know, every once in a while to kind of get it going. But I do think I'm just gonna put this one away and let it age some, and then bring it back out when I get finished with my little half-ounce bottle. But I still love it. It's still beautiful. It still smells really, really good. It definitely does. Yeah, it definitely does smell a little bit different than my bottle, but my little bottle is so old and it's probably aged beautifully. And I do think that this one will as well. And I love, this has, like, I don't know if you guys can see, it's got an outline of an apple on the top of the glass, which I just thought was so cute. I still can't believe I found this at Ross for $20, $19.99. So crazy, it's a huge bottle. So yeah, I love this one. And then just quickly, I'll talk about the other ones. You've got the original Be Delicious. So this is a more floral version, a little bit more mature smelling than either of these ones. This one has like Lily of the Valley in it, and I think a couple other white florals in it, which makes this one really, really warm. And the apple in this one is a warmer apple than in these two. There's just something that I love about the Golden Delicious, but I do love these two as well. The original one, I mean, you can't go wrong with the original. This one, this is a weird fragrance though, because it is highly synthetic smelling. It does not smell like a natural apple note at all. It's like a really strange, perfumey, floral apple, but the apple is like a really weird synthetic apple. Whereas the apple in this one, again, it's a little bit warmer. It is still a synthetic smelling apple, but it is a little bit warmer and nicer than the apple in the original. But I do still love this one, and I've been smelling this one on people recently. I guess other people like this in the fall as well, so that's been kind of fun. And then this one, this is DKNY Be Desired. This is the one that I've worn probably the least. Yeah, this one I've definitely worn more than this one. This one I love because this is more of like a candied apple. And that's kind of what I get from this. Sorry, let me tell you what this is. This is DKNY Be Desired. And yeah, this one is kind of like this is a sweeter kind of candied apple scent. It's not nearly as synthetic smelling as the original. Again, it's kind of warm and florally, but this smells like it's got something sweet, like almost caramel-like in the base. I don't even remember what the notes are in this one. I haven't pulled this out for ages. But this does smell like a candied apple. It smells like it's got something sweet and caramely. It's really, really beautiful. I love this one. I would say I like this one probably more than the original, and maybe just a little bit less than the Golden Delicious. This one is really nice. I need to pull this out and wear it this fall because this is a great fall apple scent. So that one is DKNY Be Desired. It's really beautiful, and I really never hear anybody talk about that one. Again, I forget that I have it because I do leave those roller balls on the shelf near my other DKNY fragrances so that I will remember to wear them because I do love them. And I don't want them to get lost in the like travel spray bin, but yeah, I still forget them. Okay, this one I won't talk about for too long either because I just talked about this not long ago. This is the Sugar Me Sweet dupe of the Cirque du Soleil fragrance. This one is called Cirque du Sucre, and this is yummy. This is like a caramel apple scent. This is like caramel apple, cotton candy. That's what it smells like. It smells like caramel apples and cotton candy. It's really beautiful. This one's definitely much smoother than any of the DKNY fragrances, and this is definitely like a true gourmand. There's really no perfuminess in this at all. This is very, very edible. So if you can just imagine like caramel apples and cotton candy, and maybe like a whiff of a funnel cake or something in there, but without smelling doughy or bready in any way. Oh, it's so yummy. I like this one so much more now that we're into cooler weather. I wore this a few times in the hot weather because it can hold up really pretty much any time of the year. But this is super, super yummy and cozy, and it smells, it's like I'm having a totally different scent experience with it now that the weather is cooled off. It's yummy. I love this. This is one that I would definitely pick up a full bottle of when I go through the travel spray. And these travel sprays, you guys, this little indie house on Etsy, I cannot recommend them enough. I've had nothing but amazing luck with every single scent that I picked up from this little indie house. And these are so inexpensive. These are 10 ml travel sprays. They're $12 originally. She always has like a stacked or like a discount. Like if you buy 2, you get 5% off. If you buy 3, you get 10% off, kind of like that. And then it goes all the way up to either 20 or 25% off if you buy like 5 or more, or 6 or more. Amazing, amazing price. And then it makes them like, I don't even know, like $9 or less than $9 a piece. And the quality is just, it's incredible. I mean, incredible. So anyways, that is Sugar Me Sweet Cirque du Sucre. I can't rave enough about that indie house. They're so good. Okay, next we have this Lanvin Modern Princess. This is so good. This is another one that I never hear anybody talk about. This is very similar to Victoria's Secret Oh So Sexy, which I'm pretty sure has been reformulated. Unfortunately, I had a rollerball of the original formulation, which unfortunately went off and I had to throw it away. I've had this bottle of Lanvin for, I think, longer than I had that rollerball, and this is still perfect. Still smells perfect, still performs perfectly, still smells the same on me. I did just wear this probably a couple of months ago. I love this. This is like I think it's Pink Lady Apple, and it's got a cream note in it. So it ends up being like a sweet, creamy apple. I think it's got some florals in it. I really don't get much of the floral, except that whatever florals it has in it kind of tones down the apple. So the apple's not so like, I don't know, so that it doesn't smell like a juvenile apple, if that makes sense. It's like a sweet, creamy apple. It's beautiful, very, very affordable. Such an amazing scent. Performs really, really well for being like a lighter kind of creamy apple scent. I love this scent. I think it's super underrated, and I don't think enough people talk about it. I'm going to be doing somebody asked me to do a video about underrated perfumes kind of a long time ago, and I will do that video next week. I completely forgot about it until I was just saying that, until I just said that. So I will do that video soon. Okay, moving right along. This next one, this is a fragrance from Dreamhouse Curio. This is Apple Rum and Jasmine. This is beautiful. This is a heavier scent. This can be worn any time of the year. I definitely have worn this in high heat before, but this is definitely like a heavier, like apple and jasmine scent. It definitely has a rum note in it, but the rum is not overpowering. It doesn't like overpower the entire fragrance. It doesn't take over the apple or the jasmine. There are other notes in here as well. I can't totally remember off the top of my head, but this is really beautiful. This has a really beautiful kind of sweet brightness to it in the top, but it's also kind of got like a syrupy heavy, like cozy feeling in the base. So it's perfect for fall. This is like the perfect time of year for this one. This smells like fall in a bottle to me, and I absolutely adore this one. So that is Apple Rum and Jasmine from Dreamhouse of Curio. Okay, this next one, somebody sent this to me last year, a subscriber sent this to me last year. This is a perfume oil from Perfume Studio, and it's called Green Apples. And I think this is supposed to be kind of a dupe of Be Delicious. But I really like this because it's not, I'm gonna layer just a little bit over the Be Desired. Yeah, I really like this because the apple is not as synthetic smelling as the apple in Be Delicious. It's kind of just like a sweet, slightly floral, like a sweet, slightly floral apple. The apple smells almost like apple candy. Yeah, like a hard apple candy or something. This one is gonna be great for layering. It could definitely be worn on its own because it's not just like a single note apple. It is kind of a smell-alike of Be Delicious, but without smelling, but way, way smoother and without smelling overly synthetic. It's really yummy. It smells like a really smooth, kind of sweet apple candy. So I'm excited to have this one to layer with this year. I don't think that this one would last well on its own. I do think that this will wear off the skin quite quickly, so I do think it'll be better to layer with, but I love layering with oils anyway, so that's perfect. So anyways, that is Perfume Studio Green Apples. It's really nice. Okay, and then on to my favorite fall apple perfumes. Yeah, these are definitely all fall apple perfumes, and nobody does apple perfumes like Duo. The first one I have is Pomme Trempé. This is a dupe of Killian Apple Brandy, and this is beautiful. This is like a sweet, and I've had these for years and years at this point. You can see they're in the old bottles, and these still smell incredible. This is a slightly woody apple. This one is very unisex. I think anybody could wear this. I think a man could wear this and it would smell incredible on him. And I do think a man's skin would make this more masculine. Yeah, I think it would lean more masculine on a man. I just feel like a man's skin would turn this more masculine. But this is like a really yummy, kind of slightly candied apple with a little bit of a like smooth woody base. I do think it's got some kind of a booze note in it. I actually, yeah. I did, since I got it on my hand, and remembering how this smells on skin, it definitely does have a kind of warm, boozy note in it. It's so beautiful. This one wears on the skin so beautifully. And again, if you're not into, if you're looking for an apple scent that isn't like super sweet, that's not super candied, that's a little bit more like grown-up smelling, you don't want to smell juvenile, you don't want to smell gourmand, you want to smell like apple, but like a more grown-up apple, this is definitely the scent for you. Because this one is sweet, but it's not overly sweet, and a lot of the sweetness kind of smooths out on the skin. Once this one warms on the skin, it turns into a kind of slightly woody, slightly boozy apple. All three of these fragrances are beasts. They will wear for 8, 10, 12 hours easily. Some of them you might even be able to smell until the next day. Like, they're just incredibly long-lasting fragrances. I love them. So that one is Pomme Trempé. And this next one I love so much. This one is called Caramel Pomme Delight, and this one is one of their hybrid fragrances. This is a mix of Xerjoff Lyra, so you get that beautiful like caramely blood orange type fragrance from the Lyra, but then it's mixed with Killian Apple Brandy, so you get that beautiful like apple and then mixed with the caramel. And I do think it's got a little tiny bit of like a booze note in the base, but this is really just kind of like caramel apples. Honestly, like an elevated caramel apple scent that isn't super juvenile, but it really does smell like caramel apples. Because Lyra is a very like caramel-y smelling fragrance. It's very smooth, sweet, yummy, fall in a bottle if you want to smell like a caramel apple on a stick. this is the fragrance for you. It is so good. It wears beautifully, 10, 12, 14 hours. And I used to get, you can see I've worn quite a bit of this one. I used to get compliments on this one all of the time. Anytime I wore this, people would ask me what I was wearing, where they could get it. And these fragrances, these like hybrid Duo fragrances are so hard to explain to people because you can't answer them as if they know, as if they know like the perfume market and even know what Duo is or know what like a hybrid fragrance is. So it's really hard to explain to people like what you're wearing. I would always have the hardest time. But anyways, that is Duo Caramel Pomme Delight. And then last but not least, this is another one that I used to get so many compliments on. This one is called Pomme Fire. And again, I think it is, Killian Apple Brandy mixed with Replica by the Fireplace. This is like a sweet caramely apple scent with the By the Fireplace scent profile, which is like a roasty, kind of chestnutty vanilla scent. But the sweet caramel apple definitely kind of overtakes. And this might not have caramel in it, but it smells like it's got caramel in it, definitely. And that caramel apple aspect of it definitely is stronger than the By the Fireplace aspect. But the by the Fireplace aspect adds the most beautiful kind of slightly, I don't know, it kind of darkens this one up. So this is kind of like Caramel Pomme Delight, but a little bit darker, a little bit heavier. It's got that kind of roasty fireplace kind of quality. And By the Fireplace doesn't really smell like a fireplace. It's not a smoky fragrance or anything, but it's like a roasty, chestnutty vanilla scent. And it's probably the vanilla in this mixed with the apple that smells like caramel apple. I don't think there's caramel in this, but it is very similar to the Caramel Pomme Delight. But again, just add that kind of roasty, By the Fireplace scent profile to it. It's beautiful. I used to get compliments on this one all of the time as well. People love this one, and yeah, I love this one. All three of these apple scents are like some of the best quality apples that I've got in my collection. They're crowd pleasers. They're easy to reach for. They're safe, and they perform super well. They're very affordable, and I cannot recommend the Duo apple ones enough, especially for fall this time of year. Just amazing. So anyways, that is Duo Pomme Fire. And that is going to be it, guys. Those are some of my favorite apple fragrances that I've got in my collection. I would love to hear what your favorite apple fragrances are. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.